There is nowhere quite like London, one of the greatest cities on earth, where history, energy and possibility move as fast as the trains and buses beneath and above its streets. Stay with me, because in this video, I will show you exactly how to travel London fast, smart and on a budget. Tube, overground, buses, all of London right at your fingertips. First thing first, get a visitor Oyster Card. You can purchase the card online as well as from a number of designated places once in London. Just visit tfl.gov.uk to get updated guidance about the card. You can also download this tube map from the website, which indicates the various fare zones into which London is divided. Do not worry, as a tourist you may only have to focus on zones 1 and 2, where most London landmarks are located. The different overground and underground train routes are indicated by variously colored lines. When 2 or more of these lines intersect at a station, it is a sign that you can change trains at that station. An alphabetical index to all stations is attached with the map. The map also provides information about basic facilities available at the stations like car parks and visitor centers. Once you are on board, in this case a Central Line tube, the complete mapping of all stations covered by that line is also available above the windows. So let me give you an example of how to create a travel plan from the tube map. Suppose that you are starting from Brixton Station, and the only option available here is the Victoria line, as you can see from the key to lines table. However, your ultimate destination is the Leicester Square. Now to get to Leicester Square, you can continue with the Victoria line train until you reach Green Park Station. At Green Park you find a number of train lines intersecting each other, and one of them is the Piccadilly line. So you get on board a Piccadilly line train from Green Park and it will take you to the Leicester Square. You can easily locate underground stations in London by spotting this sign. In any case, many stations are quite easy to locate, as you can see in case of the Cannon Street station. Once you get inside, you will find very easy directions and signs available to guide you towards the platforms, toilets and any other needs, as well as real-time information being updated on the electronic screens about the train schedule. Many stations are both underground and overground, as you can see here clearly marked in case of the London Bridge Station. To top up the Oyster Card, you can use the ticket machines omnipresent at all stations. Just touch the card to the yellow card reader and you will have a number of options on the screen. You can check the journey history, comprising where you traveled to and what you were charged. You can top up with any amount out of the given options. Here I am adding £10 in cash to my card. So the note has to be inserted, and if your insertion has been successful, the next option you get on the screen will be to retouch the card to the yellow reader to make sure that the balance is added. And of course, you can also take a receipt just to make sure you are on your way now. Touch your Oyster Card flat on the yellow card reader provided at the station and enter it. You still need to make sure that you have chosen the right platform. The northbound and southbound terminologies can be confusing for outsiders. I would advise you to read through the entire train route to make sure that your destination is listed there. Please mind the doors once the beep sounds, because the doors will shut down and the train will gather a lot of speed quite rapidly. After reaching your destination, make sure to touch the Oyster Card to the yellow card reader at the exit to the station. Otherwise, you will be charged the maximum fare. You might have to take a reasonable walk to leave the station, so watch out for signs which tell you which exit to use to get closer to where you want to finally reach. Transport for London has signposts right outside the stations too for tourist guidance. As already mentioned, you can use the Oyster Card to travel in London by bus. Please keep this in mind though, that you have to touch the card to the card reader only at the start of the bus journey, and you don't need to touch out. You can also download a map of key bus routes for central London from this website. Of course, it is central London which matters the most to tourists. To understand the map, you can apply the same logic and structure as applied to the tube map. Finally, let me give you an estimate of your transport cost. To be on the safe side, if in London for a couple of days only, make sure to keep a credit of £10 in your Oyster Card for every day of travel. Otherwise, you can use the ticket machine to add a weekly travel card to your Oyster. The travel card, for instance, between zones 1 and 2 for a single week will cost about £45. You might also like to see my published video about Scotland's top 10 summer destinations. Do not forget to subscribe to Be UK Visitor.